Uzodinma to federal government. Compensate Southeast for civil war losses. Welcome to the news, and thank you for tuning in to listen. Uzodinma Hope, governor of Imo State, has called for the establishment of a special fund to compensate the Southeast over the devastation of the zone during the civil war. Uzodinma spoke in Owerri, Imo State capital, on Wednesday while declaring open a general public hearing on the review of the Revenue Allocation Sharing Formula. The event was organized by the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission, RMAFC. The governor said if created, the special fund will provide succor to those who lost their properties and family members during the civil war. I think the debacles of the civil war led the Southeast into a deep poverty level. Houses were burnt down, people were killed, Uzodinma said. Only recently, a special law was enacted as Northeast Development Commission arising from the disaster of Boko Haram incident, but the 30-month civil war that ended in 1970 left the Southeast in a state of penury. Uzodinma said the current revenue allocation formula, which was last reviewed in 1992, is obsolete. The governor said the Southeast has suffered great injustice on how revenues accruing from the zone are shared. Today, as it stands, the federal government takes home 52.68%, the state government 26.72%, while the 774 local government areas take home 20.60%, he said. He said Imo currently has 7 oil-producing companies, but 43 oil wells were wrongfully allocated to rivers. Uzodinma said 25% of gas production in Bonny is piped from Imo, but revenue accruing from it does not go to the state, while pollution is threatening the lives and access of the citizens of the area. He urged RMAFC to look into the matter with a view to resolving it. He called on the federal government to establish petrochemical industries, fertilizer plants, and other value chains to the oil and gas industries that will create employment opportunities for youths. It should not just be about multi-billion-dollar pipeline projects that siphon oil and gas from the state, which result to youth restiveness, quantum violence, and subsequent death. The governor said, I think that God did not make mistake endowing Imo with such natural resources. These Easterners never stop to amaze me. You decided on your own violation to go to war. You are now saying your enemy should compensate you for war losses. Some even accuse the federal government of starving them during the war, and I laugh because they expect their enemy to feed them during the war. Uzodinma, you are worse than Biafran war, devastation to the Igbos. It is indeed that you cannot be trusted. That is why your efforts are not appreciated. It is better you just finish fast and hand over, please. Will the East return back our leader that we are mercilessly massacred by the bloodthirsty Igbo army officers which is responsible for the war? Okay, he's a cunning man. He brought military to kill his people. Now the same person that waged war against his people is talking about compensation. I cannot believe this is coming from Uzodinma, or is he quarreling with his Fulani masters? We do not want their compensation. What we need is Biafra, simple and short. You need Biafra. Be a man and get your Biafra. Did someone look, oh my goodness, Biafra in an underground steel vault under the Himalayan mountains? My governor, just wait, let us finish the second... Just wait, let us finish the second civil war to attract reasonable front from federal government. Compensation. This thing sometimes the electorate keeps asking. Sometimes some statements and the way issues are being just handled by the said governors and chief security officers of the state is alarming. As a governor, your first assignment is you are the chief security officer of the state. You guide their lives and properties first. Then secondly, their best interest. But no, a lot has been said. A lot has been done. And he's not coming out. He only came out recently. This particular governor, all this while, have been saying, oh, this IPOP, they should stop their sit at home. They should stop it. And, all of a sudden, he came and I think yesterday, Yes, he visited the Nzobe community and he said he was moved to tears. And still yet, he did not condemn the actions of the same people that inflicted the pain. He did not condemn the actions. All he said was the banditry and this. Then he told the military where he kept quiet, and they came to their states. And, other states like Anambra, they called and said, no, there is no need for you to send military down there. There is no need. There is no need for you to declare a state of emergency rule. In some states, they came out and they said, no, it is not accepted. Their governors, they tried to say no and try to put a halt to it. But he said nothing. And then what happened? All of a sudden now, people's lives are being slaughtered. And he's not even coming out to even ask for compensation for the recent ones. He's now saying old ones. Sometimes we ask ourselves, is this supposed to be what is going to be tabling to the federal government? His people, he should be talking about the recent one, because the recent one is what it is even causing more harm than good. Soldiers are going here and there in the southeastern states, harassing people, killing people, burning houses, means of livelihood, and all of that. This little infrastructure that the southeast has got is being wasted away. And you're here asking for compensation on losses of the civil war, not even for recent times. What is really going on? What is really going on? No, it is uncalled for. It is uncalled for. Asking for this now is not, this is a very, very wrong time. Very wrong time. You should have asked for at least, first of all, this particular issue now that is travelizing the southeastern state for security. To ask for the safety of your people first. Will you ask for compensation when the whole community or the whole states in the southeast is wiped out? Compensation that will be given to who then? These things, we should know how to prioritize our issues in this country. We should know how to prioritize our issues. You are asking for compensation for damages caused in the civil war. In a time where your citizens are being slaughtered, their properties are being burnt down, and you are asking for compensation for... No. It's uncalled. It is not supposed to. It is very wrong. You should be asking for the safety of his people first. It should ask, okay, this military people that came, okay, what is the problem? What is really the issue? Ask for the security and make sure that you get an assurance that nothing as such will repeat itself again. That is how you go about it first. Then you cannot compensate the most recent ones. People have lost their houses. People have been plunged backwards by these particular insecurity issues. And you're coming out to say they should be compensated them for the civil war. It is a wrong way of arraigning issues. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listening and staying to the end. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.